Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be teaching us how to draft this trouser. It's called a cathedral trouser. If this is something you like, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. Thank you. So I've marked 3 inches at the top and by the side because I'm going to be drafting the front and back pattern together. So the 3 inches, I marked it all the way down to the trouser length, as you can see. Now we are going to be getting our pattern block, so the tie line. So what I'm going to do now is the hip I'm working with is 43 inches. So 43 inches divided by 4. It is an high-waisted trouser, so I'm going to be adding 2 inches to it, which is 43 divided by 4 plus 2 inches is what I'm going to be doing since it's an high-waisted trouser. So I'm going to be marking what I have on that line. I'm going to be marking it on both sides. So I'm going to be ruling a straight line across, as you can see. So I'm going to get the width of this pattern. So the width would be hip measurement divided by 4. So what I have, I'm going to mark it on the thigh line and on the waistline. I'm going to roll a straight line across. So the next thing now is that on that thigh line, I'm going to go up by 2 inches on both sides, as you can see. So I'm going to roll a straight line across. So this new line is the hip line. So I'm going to use my marker to make the lines visible, as you can see. On the waistline, I'm going to go in by 0.5 for waist tightening. So I'm going to connect that line to the hip line, as you can see. We're going to get the crotch. So to get the crotch measurement is hip divided by 20. So I have 2.15. So I've marked it there. So now I'm just going to use my curve rule to connect the lines, as you can see. I'm going to connect the lines just like that. So now I'm going to be placing the waist measurement. 29 divided by 4 is 7.2. plus 1 inch for that. So I'm going to be connecting the line to the hip line. From the waist to the hip line, I'm going to be connecting the line. So I'm also going to be making the lines on the waist visible. So the dart intake I'm working with is 4 inches. So plus 0.5 that I used in front. So I'm going to mark 4.5, 4.5. So I'm going to rule a straight line, just as you can see. So the length of the dart I'm working with is 4.5 inches, 5.5. So the intake on the waistline is 0.5 on both sides. So I'm going to be connecting the lines, as you can see. I've connected the lines. So I'm just labeling what I did there. So now we're going to be getting the new length. So you must have taken the new length measurement on your customer, but you're not working with the actual new because of the way this trouser is. So the new length I have is 22. So I went up by 3 inches. So I marked the line across, just as you can see. Then I'm going to be rolling a straight line. So this is the new length that we are working with. So what I have on the thigh line, I'm going to be dividing into 2 from that point. So I'm going to be dividing into 2. So what I have, I'm going to divide my pattern into 2, just as you can see. So I'm going to be marking it all the way down, just like that. I'm going to mark it. Then I'm going to rule a straight line. So this line is called the crease line. So I'm going to rule a straight line, as you can see. Now we're going to get the circumference of the new length. So you must have gotten this measurement from your customer. So what you have, you divide it by 2. Just as you can see me do. So you are going to be connecting the lines just like this. Be connecting it to the thigh line like that. So I'm going to use the curvy part of this ruler to connect this line just like this. Now the trouser length I'm working with is 46 inches. You must have gotten your full trouser length measurement of your client because your foot is not going to be showing. The trouser is going to cover. So I'm going to mark the lines and rule a straight line across, just as you can see. On the hem line, I'm going to be marking my foot measurement, foot. So you must have gotten the circumference of your customer's foot, as in you measure the foot of your customer or your client. So you are going, whatever you have, you had 1 inches to it. Here, I have 25 plus 1. I have 24 plus 1, that's 25. So I'm going to divide it by 2. So I'm going to be sharing it on the crease line, just as you can see. So then I'm going to be connecting the lines together. So I'm just joining my 2 rulers together. I don't have a longer ruler. So I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to connect the lines. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. Thank you. So I'm going to also do this by at the side. At the point it was looking like the lines were not straight, but make sure that yours is straight. So I had to like retrace the lines, as you can see. At the center waist in front, I'm going to go down by 0.75. So I'm going to close my dart. I'll connect the lines to the waistline by the side, just as you can see me do. So the next thing now is that I'm going to mark the band. So I'm using 2 inches. So I'm going to close the dart again and connect the lines. Make sure that you connect the lines. Close your dart when connecting it. If you are working with a stretchy fabric, you don't need to put a dart. Now we're going to be drafting the back pattern. So on that point, I'm going to go in by 1 inch, and on the waistline, I'm going to be going in by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to rule a straight line. So by using the red marker to indicate that it is the back pattern, as you can see. So the next thing now is to get the crotch for the back. So what you do is hip divided by 10. So what I have is 43 divided by 10 is 4.3. So I'm going to go down by half an inch, as you can see. So I'm going to use my pencil to connect the lines. I don't want it to be too curvy, so that's why I'm using the pencil. But I later used the curve rule just to get a nice curve. So the next thing now, I'm going to mark 1 inch on that waistline upward. I'm going to mark 1 inch. So we're going to be placing our waist measurements alongside the dart. So I'm going to make sure that the line is on this line that I have from the beginning. So the line is going to be slanted, as you can see. So the next thing is that I'm going to be putting my measurement on the hip. So what I have, I'm going to mark it there. So that's hip divided by 4. So what I have in between there, so I'm going to place it there as well. So I'm going to be connecting the lines. I'm going to place it there. So I'm going to take my ruler and connect the lines, the 3 points together, just as you can see. Next thing, I'm going to be marking 0.5 on that line and on that. So I'm using 0.5 on all through. So I'm going to mark 0.5 all through the lines, as you can see. So I'm going to rule a straight line, as you can see. So make sure you rule a straight line. So I want you guys to know that this is an high-waisted trouser. So all you have to do is your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what you for a high-waisted trouser. If it was a normal trouser, it's just going to be your hip divided by 4. That's what you'll be using. So this is an high-waisted trouser, a Cathedral pant trouser. So I've gone ahead to connect the lines. So remember that on that part we went down by half an inch. So I'm going to be replacing it at the bottom part so that we don't have shortage. So I'm going to be reeling the line across just like that. So now we're going to be marking our dart. So that I'm working with is 4. So I'm going to take my ruler. So there's this line on the ruler which you can use. You're just going to slant it on that line. So you rule a straight line. So the length of the dart I am working with is 6.5 inches. So I've ruled the line. So I'm using 0.5 inches on both sides. So I'm going to take my ruler and connect the lines. So this is the dart I'm working with, 6.5 inches, sorry. So the next thing now is that you are going to close up your dart to get the band for the back. So I'm marking 2 inches on both sides. So I'm going to close up my dart and connect the lines just as you can see. For the pockets, I'm going to be going in by 1.5 inches on that band line for the back. So on the hip line, I'm going to go up by 3 inches. So I'm going to be connecting the lines just as you can see. So I'm using this black marker to indicate the pocket. So now that dart leg, so I'm going to be curving the lines all together to have a nice curve. So I'm just going to use my pencil to cover the lines first before using my marker. So I'm going to use my marker now to trace out the lines, just as you can see. So this is for the pocket. This is what we are using for the pocket. So before cutting, you trace out your band for the back and you trace out your band for the front. You also trace out the whole back pattern till you get. So make sure that you also trace out your pocket as well. Just make sure that you are tracing the correct thing. So this is what it looks like at the bottom. So this is our Cathedral trouser, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and label it high waist trouser, Cathedral trouser. Please, if this is something you like, please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.